Hey, it's Ethan over here at Let's Talk Fiction, and welcome to Shadows over Loathing. I loved West of Loathing so much. It was such a fun game, it was such a cool experience. And I hear there's a sequel now, so we're gonna play it. Let's go. Moving company, this is how you move. You can't see anything interesting in that direction. Actually, you can't see anything at all with this magazine stuck to your face. Oh, I'm stuck. I got hit. Game over! Oh. Okay, new game then. Oh. This smells like a diner, and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes magazine stuck to your face and a service sign posted. You shouldn't bother anybody until you get this magazine off your face. I'm not talking to you until you wipe that look off of your face. The copy of Look magazine is stuck to your face. Bathroom's in the back. She points to the right as far as you know. Thanks. This is the bathroom, probably? Go inside. You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing... Yes. My face! Ooh, I get to pick! I like... this dude. There you are! Look at me! A couple of older folks are having an animated discussion. Well, one of them is. The way these young women act these days with their short hair and their sassy talk and their dresses that don't even cover their ankles? It's scandalous, and those dances they do, flailing around like I don't know what. I'd have thought Prohibition would have put the kibosh on that sort of tomfoolery, but no sir. Can't imagine dancing a waltz to the music they're playing nowadays, though. And that's the problem right there. This newfangled jazz music with all the drums and clarinets and such. What kind of word is that anyway? Jazz. I think our cups got switched. You're supposed to be drinking decaf. These two are still ranting about the problem with kids these days. Well, one of them is. Well, they've got one of those meat-operated multi-selection phonographs, or jukeboxes as the kids call them. Neat! Hey, there's something in the coin return. Okay, one meat. Nice! A couple of young women are chatting breezily over coffee. Hey, Mac, what town is this? I can't read. You two traveling? Yeah, Ocean City's turning into a real sawmill, so we boosted her jelly beans breezer for a weekend whirl to the hot potato. What? Oh, I'm so scared to say anything. You make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite, everything's Jake. What is happening? Geez, I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a canceled stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. Yeah, I'll try that. Oh, it's slang. Well, now that looks much better. I'm Ethel. I like Henry. I'm Henry. Henry who? Henry Jones. Pleased to meet you, Henry Jones. What can I get you? Can I get a cup of coffee? Sure can. Best cup of coffee in the state, if I may say so myself. That'll be one meat. One meat. Great. To go, please. Ethel pours you a steaming hot cup of fresh black java. Anything else, hun? Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing, too. I hear we're in for rain tonight. What takes you to Ocean City? My uncle lives there. I got a letter for him. He wants me to help him with something. That's a reason, hun, but it's somebody else's reason. What's your reason? Ethel locks eyes with you. Oh, did I get into some trouble? I'm searching for something. I see. Do you know what it is you're looking for? Just to find myself, I guess. I got a perk, Voyage of Self-Discovery. Ethel smiles. You know what they say, you're always in the last place you look. Gonna laugh and leave. This man is concentrating very hard on his coffee. Hey, is there something very particularly interesting about that coffee? It's my first one. Of the day? No, it's my first coffee ever. Oh, well, what do you think? I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and it makes my stomach hurt. Oh, well, it's not for everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this, though. And then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. Well, enjoy. Ethel said the bus should be here any minute. Go out and wait for it. Prologue! The prologue, even. I'm the only one on the bus. Oh, there's another person. You pull out the letter you got from Uncle Murray and read it again. Murray Morris, Murray's Antiques, Ocean City. Dear Henry, I hope this letter finds you well. I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventuresome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you are able, please. Your Uncle Murray. You're just about to go mad from the monotony of this ride when the bus suddenly judders to a stop. You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. Uh-oh. But the bus lacks in comfort except for an unreliability. Just like most of the cars I've ever driven. It's the bus driver. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City. Nope. Sorry about this, but we're out of gas. Aw, jeez. You didn't fill up before we left? Filled up the bus. But this trip takes exactly one full tank of gas. He hands you an empty gas can, plus one additional can. Swell. Why do I have to go get it? Well, I'd go myself, except for two reasons. Those being, firstly, being as I'm a bus driver, I'm legally responsible for the bus, and I gotta keep an eye on it. And secondly, it's because of my leg. What's wrong with your leg? It's attached to a fellow that doesn't want to go wandering around in the rain at night. Sigh. Well, alright then. Guess I haven't got much of a choice. Can I borrow your umbrella at least? This is a left-handed umbrella. I am left-handed, as it happens, but you aren't registered to my umbrella insurance. Nuts. Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use, though. Good luck. Thanks. Drink red cola. Hey, look, gas. There's a little bit of gas left in this pump. No hose. This pump is full of water. Gas pump is empty. Seems like just yesterday, gas only cost 15/64 meat a gallon. Sigh. Those were the days. The station seems to have run out of service. Oh, I went in. It's weird. The cash register is pointed towards the front of the store. Loot it. 7 meat. There's an old baseball bat. Grab it. The sign says employees only. Are you an employee? Yes. Really? You never mentioned working at a gas station. Yes, really. Well, okay, if you say so. This desk, presumably optimized for doing gasoline-related business. Search it. 4 of the drawers contain nothing but old receipts and pencil stubs. The 5th one is locked. If a broken radio can still be considered nice, this is a pretty nice radio. The shelf smells of axle grease and old paint, probably because that's what's on it. The shelf is laden with miscellaneous electrical widgets and doodads. You don't have any use for any of them, though. The shelf is full of old personnel files. Henry Jones. I'll be darned, here's your file. You do work here. Sorry I ever doubted you. Each object you examine on this shelf is dirtier and more boring than the one you looked at before. Oh. This looks like the control of the car lift thing. It must not have power. This old fliver? Looks promising as a source of gas, but you can't quite reach it while it's up on the lift. Big tool chest, but all the goods have already been stolen. Fuse box. As advertised, this is a box containing 1 fuse. However, the fuse is broken, which is probably not intended. You should keep an eye out for a replacement. Must be one around here somewhere. Aha! Look for a fuse. I got one. However, replace it. Press it. The car is missing its gas tank, but there is a big glass of gasoline in the cup holder. Oh, it's only a third. Oh, wait, hang on. Empty oil cans. A whole pyramid of them. Man. Okay, so I gotta find some sort of hose. Optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. A miserable-looking hitchhiker is standing in the rain, listlessly sticking out her thumb. Hi there. Her head turns very slowly to face you, and her eyes don't quite meet yours. Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany. Sorry, I'm going the other way. Also, I don't have a car. What's your name? Lydia. Nice to meet you, Lydia. Although I admit the circumstances aren't great. Do you know where I can get some gas? Gas? The bus I was on ran out, but the driver sent me to find some more. Bus? Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City. I've never been there. Okay then. What's in Albany? No, I just want to go. Or do you have family there? No, I just want to go somewhere new. Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. Okay, that's fair. How about this rain, huh? Lydia looks slightly surprised and glances around slowly. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, sure is. What a night to be stuck out on the road, right? I hadn't noticed. I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer. Well, anyway, seen any good movies lately? I saw Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at the Nickelodeon. Oh, that's a classic. What did you think? It was very scary. I liked it. I prefer comedies myself. Have you seen the Buster Keaton one, The Cameraman? I don't know who that is. Oh, he's great. You have to see Sherlock Jr. That's my favorite. Really terrific. Read any good books lately? I read The Invisible Man. It was really good. Oh yeah, H.G. Wells is great. You read his new one? The War in the Air? I didn't care for it. The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Something on Something Island, but I forget the name, but it was terrible. His early works are his best, like The Time Machine. Yeah, I love that one. I'm glad we were able to find something we could connect on, Lydia. Sorry, I can't talk. So, okay, bye, good luck. A house. Oh. Hey, I ain't wanting to be unfriendly, but this is a private residence that you just barged into. Oh, geez, sorry. Everything's so desolate outside, I guess I just assumed this place was abandoned. Well, come morning, you'll be alright, so you might as well get in out of the rain for a spell. Thanks. My name is Henry Jones. Howdy, Henry. I'm Elias. Elias Chekhov. Make yourself at home. You better have a gun. Yes! There's a rifle hanging over the fireplace. Are you leaving this rifle behind? Yup. How come? Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I'm going, there ain't any varmints. There's vermin, to be sure, and critters such as like that, but the almanac don't list any examples of a varmint. Varmint, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. No need to fret over it right now in any case. That gun's for later. Later? Yep. Much later. Huh. Okay. So here we go. Let's talk fiction. Y'all ever heard of Chekhov's gun? That's why I said there better be a gun. If a gun appears in Act 1, it must go off in Act 2, which means we will come back to this gun later. Or we better. All these boxes are labeled bears. Are these boxes really full of bears? Nah, those boxes are canned pears. I had a little fun with writing the labels is all. You want a can? I've got one left that didn't fit. Gee, thanks. All these boxes are labeled gears. What's with this box of gears? My daughter Simone left those behind when she went off to school. I should keep them for her. Well, that makes sense. These boxes are labeled tears. Wait, are these boxes tears or tears? Don't be ridiculous. You can't put neither one of them in boxes. That don't make any kind of sense. Then what's in it? The Kitchen's Ink brand's kitchen sink. A collection of stains makes its home on the range. These boxes are labeled shares. What's in here? Stocks? Scissors. Okay. Oh, shears. This is a very large box, considering that most people either own 0 or 1 class ring. Is this box really full of class rings? Yep, about 140 of them. Did you go to college 140 times? Nah, of course not. I just collect them is all. Why? Well, they're rare, but not very rare, and they're all in different interesting ways. And they're shiny. That there's the collected trifecta. Okay, then. Leads to the bathroom. Ask if you can use it. Can I use your bathroom? Sure. How'd you know that was the door to the bathroom, though? I've always had a knack for knowing which doors lead to the bathrooms is all. Well, good for you, I guess. You can see your face in Elias's mirror, just like your own mirror back home. Oh, hey, there you are. Smile. There's a surprisingly modern toilet for such an old house. Flush it. Good. What? You flush Chekhov's toilet, hoping it won't come back to haunt you later. A vicious clawfoot bathtub. This door is locked with some kind of elaborate electric lock. What's with this door? Oh, that's my daughter Simone's room. It was left for college. Hopefully she ain't left anything important in there, because that plum forgot how to work that crazy lock she invented. I see. I didn't mean to go back in there. This door looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Where does this door lead, I ask you? Spare bedroom. Ain't been used in forever. I don't even bother opening the doors since that dust devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself, though I doubt you'll find much use. A dust devil? Yeah, those critters are a real nuisance around here. They're attracted to beds that ain't been cleaned under properly, and since I lost my broom back in 26, it's been a real, what did Simone call it? A nutrient-rich environment. Ornery little beasts, real territorial. I'll be careful. Dried fronds. Ooh, pulp westerns. Buffalo, Lonesome Mesa, Sheriffs of Glory, Robbers of the West, Betrayal at Rattlesnake Creek. Hey, the Handgun's Tale, Rattlesnake Trail, Riders of the Night, Horses of Tarnation, the Gunfight at Cow Creek. Alright. 10 meat! Woo! We're gonna, you sure Chekhov said these things are pretty dangerous? Yeah, you're right. A loose floorboard, you say. What's this funny looking thing? That's a duck call. What's it for? It's for calling ducks. Oh, fun! Used to be. Don't work anymore on account of being haunted. What? Haunted? Well, not haunted exactly. A bunch of spiders got in there, and now it sounds all scary when you blow it. I see. If you want it, it's yours. You gingerly take the duck call, trying very hard not to think about spiders. What spiders? Good job. Oh. There's nothing on this clothesline except a pair of socks and an old gun. I got the gun and leave the socks. They don't look safe. Oh, goodness. The scarecrow is a bit more intimidating than usual. The crows around here must be real aggressive. I'm gonna thwack. Oh, shit. Whack! Don't kill me. Well, I died. That thing really shot the crow out of you. Ouch. Let's try it again. Ow. I'm gonna die again. Okay. You'd have to be impenetrably dense to wander into these woods. Okay. Barn doors are locked. Aww. I am helping it. Go. Hi there, I'm Henry. Well, howdy there, neighbor, I'm Howie. Pleased to meet you. I'm not actually from around here, though. The way I see it, the whole country is my home, so everybody's my neighbor. Well, that's nice. Either that or they're trespassers who'd better get off of my property. I'm just Josh and your friend. Care for some jerky? What kind? Clam. It's a local delicacy. Huh. Sure, I'll have some. There you are. Can't buy the stuff myself. Like eating a dried slug, but saltier. Come to think of it, that's exactly what it is. You're really selling me on this local delicacy. If you ask me, the locals are a little bit weird. Okay, where are you from? Originally, I'm from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and decided to hit the rails. You rode the rails from Hawaii? Yep, real challenging trip for a first-time hobo, but I made it through all right. You ever think of going back? You only got one track there, so it's a one-way trip. I might head back for a visit once they build a second one, though. Huh. You live here? Not permanent-like, but I've been camped out here a few days. All alone? Well, it used to be a bit livelier, but the bosses sent a railroad bull to run everyone off. A railroad bull? You mean like a cop? Yeah, you could say that. I think he's still prowling around out back if you care to test your mettle. I don't advise it, though. Is he packing heat? No, he's unarmed, but one of your arms might make a pretty good club once he gets it off of you. Any plans for the future? Well, word on the wall is that there's a camp forming in Ocean City. Figure I'll mosey on over there once this rain lets up. Word on the wall? I never heard that phrase. Is it like through the grapevine? Similar. I see. I shall take my leave. Gas! I don't have muscle. Is this knapsack your only luggage? Oh, that ain't mine. That's been here since before I arrived myself. Nobody's been able to work out how to open the dang thing. If you can figure out the trick, you're welcome to do it. You inspect the bag. It appears to be latched shut with one of those puzzles made out of bent nails and steel wire. Howie wasn't just harmonica-ing Dixie. Fire in an enclosed space. Classic. You've heard a lot of nice things about Topeka, but not 1,200 miles worth of nice things. Alright, I gotta try this again. Don't do it. Whack. Woo! I gained 5 XP. You've got enough XP now to learn a skill. Open character sheet. Excellent. With C. Maybe you're in a mirror or something. Strong back. You can't put your back into it if your back is barely strong enough to support the weight of your own head. Your muscle lets you lift heavy things, break fragile things, and deal damage with a melee weapon. You might not be the sharpest tool in the drawer, but you're not the dullest knife in the shed. Your mysticality helps you figure things out, sound smart when you talk, and deal damage with magical weapons, mostly utensils. I do like magic. You know you're not supposed to wear plaids and stripes at the same time, but you're so cool that you can get away with it anyway. Your moxie helps you look cool, move with grace and style, and deal damage with ranged weapons, guns, and musical instruments. Ooh. I can't afford that one. I do like magic. No, I'm probably going to use a lot of guns. It's an old tractor. There's a rag shoved in where the gas cap should be. Pull the rag out and sniff the tank. Smells like there's a little gas in here. Yay! There's nothing else to do with this tractor except maybe sit in it and pretend to be a farmer. Do that then. Hope I have time to harvest the wheat before it's time to walk the sheep. Gotta trim the hogs before sunup. Yeah, no. The socks just keep getting wetter. I got my gas. Oh. There's a weird plaque where Lydia was standing. Historic site. On this exact spot, on the 13th of October, 1908, the state's first mass-produced automobile, the Ford Model T, purchased by Hiram O. Crellins, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, Lydia Barnsley. Lydia, no! So apparently that woman you talked to a few minutes ago has been dead for exactly 20 years. Good, swell. Everything about this is great, and you aren't regretting this trip before you even arrived. Go on about your normal, non-haunted day. Okay, so it's 1928. Neat. Turtle! This turtle seems to be heading to Ocean City, too. At this rate, it might beat you there. Take it with you. Oh! I get to take it with me! I am naming it Turt, because that's just adorable. Turtle. I got gas. Hey there, friend. Any luck with the gas? You showed the driver your gas can. Well, his gas can. Well, hey, that there is a full tank of gas. I knew you could do it. Are you ready to hit the road? Let's get out of here. Takes the can and empties it in the bus tank. And with that, we're on our way. All aboard. You climb back on the bus and return to your seat, and soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain spattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation of sleep, the sort of sleep you slip into so gradually that you don't even know you're asleep until something wakes you up. Plunkett Street, and you realize that your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas. Hey kid, this is your stop, right? That are now totally forgotten. Ugh, what? All ashore, what's going ashore? Thanks for traveling the Willis Bus Corporation. It disembarked. This note on the door says please. I think this store sells broken glass and drafts. This building was perfectly solid. Maybe it's the people renting it that were condemned. Its trash was reached and exceeded its can's grasp. Given the current conditions, dark and stormy, you probably shouldn't wander down the alleys. The door to the newspaper office is locked, and the windows are boarded up, and it looks like the print is really dead. You'd have thought it had at least 7 or 8 more decades left. It's late, the bank is closed. You can't see anything interesting within walking distance in that direction. Some ne'er-do-well has deliberately vandalized the streetlight. What's this way? The Army surplus store is closed for the night. Going out of business, going seems accurate. Oh, hello, sir. This hobo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain. Nice weather we're having. He smiles, then looks up and lets the rain splash on his face for a while. Suits me just fine, I guess. The wise man once said, the rain falls on poor men and rich men alike. Was that before umbrellas were invented? Or, my name's Gus, by the way. Hi, I'm Henry. Pleased to meet you, Henry. Say, you wouldn't have a couple of meat to spare, would you? Sure. Give Gus some meat and he beams. Thank you very much, Henry. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet. Take her easy, Gus. There's nothing in that direction except the road you arrived on, and walking all the way back there probably isn't good use of your time. That's fair. I just wanted to see. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up at you as you enter. Oh, hi, you must be Henry. We don't get many customers at this time of night. Or at all, really. That's me. You were expecting me? Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me that letter to mail. My name's Jessica. Oh, geez, you're soaking wet. Come on in and I'll get you a towel. You walk over to the counter, trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you. Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You said that in kind of an ominous way. Where is he? Jessica sighs. I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You make trying to talk Great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is gonna take some explaining. Well, I'm definitely intrigued now. We don't have a lot of time now, but follow me and I'll give you a quick sketch. Okay. Jessica leads you to a back room furnished with some desks and some strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office. I can't fucking talk. I'm so sorry. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation. I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques. Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out that there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky would be a real understatement. Hinky? Murray calls them tainted, dark magic, real bad mojo, you know? Cursed. Are you serious? It's no joke. That's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in a scratch. But really, we're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back? That's the long and the short of it. Yep. What do you say? Are you in? Absolutely, I am always up for a crazy adventure. Great. You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment, a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello? Well, that's, swell time. And hey, Gabby Murray's sister kid showed up. Come meet him. You can change your pronouns? They have they, them pronouns? That's so good! You know what? Hell yeah. Now the question, do I go to the they, them, or do I keep the he, him? Because I use both. I'm gonna go with the them for this one. I go by them, actually. Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you. Hi, hello. The pleasure is all Gabby's. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry their luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard? They can sleep there till we find Murray. You've gotten it. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back room. Great. I could really use some sleep. This desk is a mess. Whose desk is this? Murray's. I keep nagging at him to straighten it up before someone bumps into it and we have to call the National Guard to dig them out of the avalanche, I should say. With curse-proof shovels and a squad of exorcists handy. Anyway, best not to mess with it. Will do. Won't. We're not sure what this clock is telling, but it sure isn't time. There's nobody you need to call right now. There's nobody at this desk. Hey Jessica, whose desk is this? Charles Wallace, our handyman. He's up fixing a leak on the roof right now, but he'll be back later tonight. I see. You don't have time to play games. There's a cat! Aw, white cat is snoozing on an old towel. What's this cat's name? Calliope. Murray got her a couple years ago. Scritch behind the cat's ears. Yes! But she doesn't react at all. Why doesn't Calliope like me? She'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? No, we're all out. You can get some more tomorrow. They'll have them at Cola Wars Surplus next door. Okay. The modern radio stands here in defiance of the concept of antiques. You cannot even hazard a guess as to what this contraption does. You wonder where this door leads. Find out. You open the door and there's just a brick wall behind it. Apparently it goes nowhere. Neat! Your new bedroom, apparently. You can hear Gabby bustling around in there, making the bed and such. Go in. Hang on a sec, you can't go to sleep yet. I'm pretty sure I can. I bet I could do it right here while I'm still standing up. Haha. Well, I hate to spring this on you, but there's something we need you to do before the night's over. Wow, a mission already? You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since info on them is so sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectatron 1000. We've just gotten it up and running since Murray left, and it turned out there's a tainted thing practically right on our doorstep. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's not great. I was gonna have Gabby go get it, and that's why she came over tonight, but since you turned up out of the blue, well, I guess there's no time like the present. I am probably not exaggerating when I say there is literally no time like the present, except for the present. What? As in, there might not be a future? You won't have far to go. It's just down the other end of the block if the readings are right. There's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there. Well, Gabby will go with you. She's good in a fight. A fight? Heck yeah! Yeah, well, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby! Gabby reappears with an expectant grin. Go to that newspaper office with Henry and help them get that hat, okay? Okay! Gabby is ready for an action. Let's mosey! Make an excited sigh. Gabby has joined me as a companion! Alright, fine. You said it's a hat? A cursed hat? According to the readout, yeah. A men's fedora, probably. And I'm supposed to, what, just break in and take it? Well, not break, exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guy at the realtor's office. I'm pretty sure that still counts as breaking and entering. You'll be in and out and back here in bed before you know it. I got the newspaper office key. Sweet, let's do this. I love Gabby's dress! Look at her! Look at Gabby! How you doing, Gabby? It's the beansies, Henry. You're a real firecracker in a fistfight, huh, Gabby? Haha! Gabby likes fighting and dancing, the best two things. Gabby invented fight dancing once, but this world was unready for it. Maybe 50 years later. Alright, let's go, Gabby. I love her. I love Gabby so much. Gabby! I love her. Time to bust in here and find a weird cursed hat. You take a deep breath and unlock the door. You give the key to Gabby for safekeeping. Go inside. Ooh, coffee! There's a little bit of very, very old coffee left in the percolator. I'm gonna drink it. Pouring yourself a cup of coffee is just the first step on a short, nasty journey. Nasty old coffee. Good. Half-finished document. Ugh. Government corruption at all-time high. The government has once again slashed funding to city services and social programs, citing waste, but without offering any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been reallocated to. Additionally, anonymous sources report it cuts off abruptly, maybe as a result of the pink slip next to the typewriter. Curtis, if I've told you once, I've told you 100 times. Not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity is expensive because it is a very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is paid by the government subsidies. That is to say, that the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. We go way back, buddy, but you've given me no choice. Clean your desk and scram. Grover Burgess, editor-in-chief. Hey, it's one of those arcane press news feed things. High tech. Prohibition agents confiscate 40 barrels of wine, 10 cheese wheels, and some fresh honeycomb also seized. Charles Lindbergh cooks stew. Onlookers report it smells like it might be beef or maybe lamb. Severe storm causes trolley disaster. Prevents 5 other trolley disasters. Today's winning horse races. Gristler's mother too much corn and howitzer jacket. Second edition of the Principia Mathematica published. Second edition. We still cannot understand a word of this, say local children. Jack Dempsey removes teeth to improve boxing skill, says Dempsey in an interview. Today's list of banned dances, the Chutney Slider, the Dirty Dirty Blitz, and the Upside Down Tango. Neat. Half-finished letter. The letter reads, Reginald, I think Burgess is onto us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing this out as a letter instead of just talking to you in person. Why am I doing this? Meet me in the water cooler. Meet me under the water cooler this afternoon. Aw crap, here comes Burgess with the pink slip. Sincerely. It doesn't say who it's from. The writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler? What's that about? Pink slip on this desk. Hinden, I'm not paying you to publish cockamamie conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean out your desk and hit the road. P.S. Do you like the word cockamamie that I used up there? It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous or implausible. I think it's really going to catch on. I don't think so. Whoever worked this desk forgot the cufflinks. I have taken them. The note says, Robson, First Hinden, then Carver. Who's next? Venable says if Burgess comes for him, he's gonna karate chop his desk in half. Sincerely, Curtis. P.S. What's a karate? There's a corner of a note sticking out under this desk. Tucker, I got you that bottle you wanted. I stuck it under the water cooler where Burgess can't find it and rat on us to the proies. Ah, prohibition. Under the water cooler, eh? Surely it's not still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. I read that one. Carver, I can't believe I have to tell you this, but it is against company policy for an employee to steal the printing press. You are fired. You are so fired. I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe, and if I see your face in here again, I will both give you the axe and set you on fire. P.S. How did you even lift it? You must have had, what, 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. You make a mental note to never pick a fight with this Carver person. A 3-ring binder. I have taken it. Big heavy water cooler, and it's got something to hide. A trap door? Give me 1 second. Ew. I have nothing specific to look for. Oh, fish people. It's a calendar from 11 years ago. There's a huge black skull scrawled on July 22nd, 1917. Oh, what happened on July 22nd, 1917? No idea. It's a control panel for the pneumatic tube system. Check it out. Oh, I need to consult the manual. I'm tired. The control panel has a green button, a red button, and a big lever, and a knob with a bunch of letters on it, and a series of colored lights that are currently off. Consult the manual. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this, because there's no way in hell I'm going to remember this. Boop. Okay. Push the green power on button. Step 2, pull the pump and gauge lever. Step 3, adjust the suction rate according to the pressure diagnostic indicators. If the red light is on, adjust to A. If the blue light is on, adjust to E. If the green is on, adjust to D. To abort startup, press the power off button. I need to push the green button. You hear a motor starting up somewhere. I need to pull the lever. You pull the lever with a very pleasing kerchunk, and the motor noise turns into a sort of loud, windy whine. A yellow light is on the console. There was no indicator for a yellow light. I don't know what to do. Push the red button, and the machine shuts off. Okay. I need to push the green button, pull the lever. It's still yellow. Turn the knob. To G? For an orange light flashes briefly. Well, shoot. Alright. To B? Nope. Green button, pull the lever, turn the knob. To C? I did it! Oh god. And someone's going to get some very strange mail. And how? What were those things anyway? What were they doing down here? Were they trying to start an underwater newspaper? That wouldn't work. The ink would smear. I did it! The hat! I have taken the terribly cursed fedora. An ominous, vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. I didn't even talk to those guys and, like, see what they were about. I just ignored them. It's an underground press. Literally, there's still a newspaper left in it. I have taken it. There's still a newspaper left. Let's go, Gabby. You decide you won't be needing the pneumatic tube system operation manual after all. I returned it. I got the hat. How's it going? Did you find the hat? I found a hat. I guess it's the one you meant. It doesn't look unusual, although... Yeah? Well, it does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger on why. I know what you mean. Feels kind of like you have a headache, except you don't actually. More like a feeling of dread, like something terrible is about to happen and I don't know what it is yet. Well, that is definitely not related to the fact that I need you to take the hat and go sit in that machine over there. Why? That's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse off of that hat, right? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But, what? Can't we just put the hat in the machine? Why do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together you'll lift the curse from the hat and transform it into a sort of allegorical dreamscape or dream space that the machine can transfix. What? Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse fully. Once separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to psychically project into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. I know it sounds crackers, but you'll just have to give it a try to understand. Okay, Charles is here. Hey, Charles. You must be Charles Wallace. I'm Henry.
That I am. Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Well, what do you do around here?
Oh, your general handyman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on and the water running, build the detectatron and uncursing machine, too.
Wow, that's some real high-tech wizardry.
Oh, it's nothing really.
Let me ask you something. Anything I can help with? How does that weird uncursing machine work?
Oh, I only built the thing. I can't begin to tell you how it works. The innards are all wired up to a little porcelain cat figurine that Murray found somewhere.
Well, that's weird.
In a real traditional sense? Yep.
Nothing right now, Charles. I'm gonna sit in it. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing down over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? The terribly cursed fedora. No sooner have you sat down than the machine, with a hiss, positively whiffs the fedora straight up into the dome. The hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and after a good loud minute, flops limp and wet into your lap. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. But the curse itself still lives. Transfixed as a dreamlike construct within the machine. How do I get rid of the curse?
See, curses are like energy, Henry. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed.
Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newton? Newton?
Newman, yeah. That machine knows how to take a curse from one object and put it on itself, but as for how you change a curse? Well, I don't know. That's some higher consciousness spiritualist stuff. Don't know much about that. I'm more of a Newton sort of guy.
Oh. The fedora's curse bounces around the innards of this machine, daring you to come project your consciousness inside of it. Sounds safe, I'll do that.
I'm here now.
The curse remains unresolved. Ugh. I heard thy death call, creature. Rest now, I will find in thy mortar. A tree felled before its time, a ground stained with sin. Even in Arcadia there is death. Even in paradise there is a killer. Thou know who I am and why I am here. Aye, Cutter, there has been a mortar. What knoweth thou of mortar? That I did not do the mortar, that is all. What mo have thee for me? Only this. I am one of three brothers. One of us always tellins the truth, one of us always lies, and the third of us does not speak in at all, but honks. If I find in thee a liar, and there is nothing I can do to save in thee. Aye, Cutter, thou art a servant of the woods. Blessed be her branches. Blessed be... Big power in the wood today, Cutter. Aye, a tree has fallen in the forest, and it has made a sin. But not me a sinner, that I assure thee. Thou claim to be without sin? None of us is without sins, but mine do not run to mortar. Then whose? Look for my brother. Thy brother speakins of three brothers. One who always lies, one who always tellins the truth, and one who does not speak in at all, but honks. What speakin thee of this? This is fairy talk. There no thing has honkin in this land since Mother Duck laid the big egg. No honkin since then? No, sire. Something rotten Something is rotten in the wood, Cutter. I, a mortar, with perversions at its source. Speak to me of perversions. I have no thing to say, for I do not tarry with them. What do thou tell in me? I am troubled by the mortar of it, but I know no thing. I warn thee, my forgiveness makes no room for liars. Thou will do what thou must, Cutter, I have no doubt. Thy brother speaking of 3 brothers. Blah 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 blah, what speaketh thee of this? I do not honken, sire, I swear in upon it. Thou never has thou honken, never never, 'tis a sin in mine eyes. Long may thee grow. What am I supposed to do? Which tree has done the mortar? I also say, thou lie about honkin. What say? Thy brothers honkin not. Thou wouldst lie to the cutter of the wood. Thou wouldst do a mortar in the woods. Aye, thou hast the right of it. I sought only to distract thee whilst I making my escape. Goodbye, Cutter. Do not run from me, tree. Thou do not run? Nay, I growen. In 100 years I will hath grown so tall and strong thine axe will never fell in me. But I will not wait 100 years. Die, mortarer. Cool. Big rot in the wood today, Cutter, and... Wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and bloody sap cling to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. You're not sure what just happened, but as you turn over the formerly terribly cursed fedora in your hands, you feel confident that the curse which plagued the starchy little felt thing is finally gone for good. You put the hat back on, it nearly sparkles now. Upgrade! Now, all you've got to reckon with is whether you're the kind of person who goes around wearing a fedora. It'll do. Nice hat, thanks. How'd it go? It worked, I guess. Great, what was it like? I had some kind of crazy dream. There was a woodcutter that was me, I guess, and these talking trees, and one of them had sinned. You know what? Never mind. Some kind of crazy dream is plenty for me. Okay, good. Can I go to bed now? The shelf for knickknacks and tchotchkes. Take a look. There's an old rag doll on the top shelf. Must have been left by a previous tenant. Simple writing desk with no chair or pens or paper or anything. Oh, what the heck? You stamp out the flames, but it's a total loss. Everything you own has been reduced to ash. Everything? Everything except, bizarrely, the stamp from Murray's letter. You are very ready for this day to be over. Lots of empty space in here. You should try to acquire a bunch of random crap to clutter it up with. Yes! The television set. You've heard of these. Unfortunately, no shows have been invented yet. Bedtime. A dream about school. Jacob. Is Jacob Marley a ghost of my favorite picture? Ah, a poster of my favorite literary ghost. Lots of people in this hallway, it seems. Hello. Nice faces you've got there. Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. Sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. 6 lockers. Check the first one. Thriving colony of ants. Check the second one. Peanut butter. A tiny shrine to Babe Ruth. Empty. Filled with cookbooks, they're all in French. Vast, uncaring emptiness of space. You slam it shut quickly so as not to suffocate. There isn't a 7th one. I said check the 7th one. Check the 7th locker. Now. Okay, geez, you look at the 7th locker. And it's filled with old school papers. Like the papers. They've all got your name on them. They're your papers. How I Spent My Summer by Henry Jones, age 6. This summer, I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is funny. He knows magic. I had a fun time with Uncle Murray. Look under the papers. Ooh! Underneath the pile of school papers, you find an overdue library book. It's a quest item. You checked out this book 13 years ago and have spent the last 12 years and 50 weeks feeling slightly guilty about never returning it. There. Our founder. This lady looks friendly. Hello there, you must be... Ah, here we are, Jones, Henry Jones. Yes, I'm Henry Jones. I'm your academic advisor, it's time for you to choose a class. But I dropped out. In real life, certainly. You must, however, choose a class. Oh, this is the part where I pick a character class. Now then, it looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. There's Advanced Kicking and Throwing. This class is for pig skinners. Then we have Overview of Herd Conjuring. This is a class for cheese wizards. And finally, Weird Time Signatures 504. This is a course for jazz agents. I want to be a jazz agent. That sounds so cool. Masters of Syncopation and Improvisation, jazz agents use their rhythm and moxie to move through the world in style. In combat, they attack with subtlety, weakening their enemies. I'm tired. And stacking the odds in their favor over time. That is what I want. I'm a jazz agent. The name's Jones, Henry Jones. Now then, there's just the minor matter of your minor. It looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you studied. Cryptobotany, applied insectology, the psychology of rocks. I minored in the psychology of rocks. Ah, a psychogeologist. So you know a lot about rocks and gems and their hopes and dreams. Absolutely. Well, with that, I believe we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How would I go about doing that? She smiles and points to the door on the right side of the screen. I mean the right side of the dream. Just go through that door. Thank you. The nice lady at the desk says this doorway leads you back to your waking life. Go on through. You awake, feeling surprisingly refreshed. Yesterday's adventures leaving you none worse for wear. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one there. That seems like a good place to end it. Thank you so much for joining me for Shadows over Loathing. I think I'll play more of this. I like it. It's cute. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to know when I post the next part. Alright, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!